It's time you bust out those shorts again, ladies, because the MAELYS Be Tight Lift and Firm Booty Mask will have your skin looking real smooth. I have been using this for 30 days consistently, and I have seen great results. Take a look below at my legs on day 1. And this is my legs now. As I've mentioned in a previous video, you have to give a product 3 months minimum to really see the full benefit. So this was month 1, and I'm giving you my month 1 results. I am going to give this 90 days. I will report back each month with my results. I don't expect miracles after the first month, but what I've seen is really good. But what a lot of people lack is patience and consistency, and I am here to show you that with patience and consistency, this product works. And if you're interested in it, I've linked it down below for you too.
In part 1 of this deep dive into MAELYS Stretch Mark Cream, one of the most dangerous products on the TikTok shop, we talked about the company's shady origins, deplorable marketing tactics, the bold-faced lies that they tell their customers, and how they sell young women dreams and trick them into spending thousands and thousands of dollars on useless creams. The worst part about these creams by far is how insanely painful they are as soon as they hit your skin. But the company claims that this is all just simply a sensation of the product working. But in reality, the cream is full of toxic ingredients and known carcinogens, and it only makes your skin, stretch marks, and cellulite look smooth due to the product irritating and inflaming your skin temporarily, as long as you keep using the product. And skin in this irritated state looks smooth. And because stretch marks are ridges and cellulite is bumps, with a smooth skin, you'll be enduring all that pain, but you won't see the marks for the time being. And once you finally cancel your MAELYS subscription and you get off that subscribe and save monthly loop of MAELYS shipments constantly coming to your house, and once you stop burning your skin with these products and your skin finally heals and goes back to normal, your stretch marks will reappear. MAELYS built their entire company on hiding this entire thing I just explained and hiding what's actually going on with their excruciatingly painful products. But since 2017 up until today, they've been able to continuously make bank on these products through influencer marketing and wiping any negativity surrounding the products from the internet. And because of their special ingredient that's burning your skin called pink pepper slim, they are able to inflame your entire body with different products that are all just the same thing with different burning severity, but they put it in different packaging for $50 per bottle. So they'll have arm cream that burns your arms, belly cream that burns your belly, and then the most painful product is Be Tight, which is like for your thighs and butt, and then it's the most painful product ever. And we talked about in part 1 how there's absolutely no warnings about this pain, and no warnings, no use instructions, no nothing, and it's a terrible, terrible company. Let's take a look at some of these inescapable MAELYS TikTok shop ads and see how they're able to rope all these women into buying this product.
Hey everyone, if you want to get sculpted and snatched this summer, this is the perfect bundle for you. And guess what? You can get it in the live stream with active coupons and exclusive flash sales. That's right. So make sure you're watching our weekly live streams so we can go ahead and tell you what and how to use these items.
I'm telling you right now, do not waste your money. I put these 2 MAELYS products to the test so you don't have to. And let me be honest with you, these 2 products right here, let me just say, if you want to get your skin tight and right for summertime, these 2 products are definitely going to help. But do not waste your money buying each one individually. TikTok Shop has a bundle where you can get both of these and save up to $17. Please don't make the same mistake I did buying these 2 individually. You're going to spend way more. Grab these in the orange shopping cart down below in the bundle so you don't waste money.
And if anyone even tries to comment what's really happening under these videos or tell the truth or talk about the pain, they'll either be immediately blocked, deleted, and reported, or MAELYS will respond saying, "Oh no, girly, it's just the sensation. It's supposed to hurt. Beauty is pain." On part 1, you guys wrote, "I didn't know what these products were. I got a sample of one and used it. I thought I was going to pass out. It hurt and burned so bad. I was crying and hyperventilating. I've given birth 4 times and I've never felt anything like that. I couldn't escape it. It's crazy. Wow. I got a sample of the B flat product in an order from Ulta a while ago. I'm so glad I never opened it. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Who expects agony when applying what looks like a lotion?" And this is so true. Like I said in my last video, I would literally rather give birth again than try this again. And after I posted part 1, I was going through my closet and trying to declutter, and I found this moving box that somehow I never opened. But for my moving box, I used the MAELYS box, and it said, "Ooh, this is gonna be fun." with a ... So are they like mocking how painful this is about to be? Thank you so much to everyone who watched, liked, and subscribed from part 1. And thank you guys so much for sharing these experiences. And it's so insane that Ulta is giving out MAELYS as free samples, because just like MAELYS has absolutely no warning about how excruciating the pain is, a little sample packet is definitely not going to have any adequate warnings on it. All samples are meant to do is make you try it, endure the pain, hopefully think that beauty is pain, and then try to buy a full size so that it's like, oh yeah, maybe I should just try the 28-day trial and endure the pain for 28 days. But it's never going to be worth it. And please don't get hooked for life onto this product, and don't have your skin inflamed for life just because it looks smooth. And I seriously can't stress enough how in my last video, I talked about the toxic ingredients in this product and how the ingredients are not safe for reproductive health. And we should not be applying a product that's not safe for reproductive health all over our stomachs and all over these sensitive organs. And if you think about how doctors tell pregnant women to never ever apply castor oil on their stomachs during pregnancy, it clearly shows that what you apply onto your skin can really like seep into your body and affect what is going on in your body. Castor oil is actually natural, so if that can have harmful effects, imagine what a whole slew of toxic carcinogens and chemicals can have on your skin. So please, even if you can endure the pain, and even if you think that it's not that bad, and even if you were like, wait, but like inflamed skin is still smooth, just please don't be a victim of this company. They're just trying to trick women by putting these little aesthetic packaging and aesthetic colors and saying beauty is pain. They're just banking on the whole beauty is pain thing, but it's never worth it. Please don't try it. Let's talk about my personal experience that makes me so fired up about this company. I'm not sure what platform I was influenced to get MAELYS stretch mark cream on, but I'm pretty sure it was a combination of Instagram and YouTube. And they also have TV commercials. And whatever platform the ad was on, it had to be pretty great because I ended up spending $100 on the entire product line, which at the time was only 3 products, which is pretty crazy. But at the time I had no husband, no baby, so I was just dumbly spending my money willy-nilly, which I should not have been doing. Before I ever used these products, they sat in my room for an extremely long time, but one day I made the worst decision of my life and decided to try them. I looked online before trying them, but people's before and after pictures were insanely good and pretty much way too good to be true, which I should have noticed because it is too good to be true. And nobody talked about any negative side effects. And in hindsight, I was not being smart at all because I applied the B tight cream, B flat cream, and B perky cream, I'm pretty sure, right before work in the dead of summer on my way to work. I remember this like it was yesterday and I'll probably never forget it because it was so insane. I was getting into my car in like 90-degree summer weather. And you know when your seats are so hot in your car that it burns your thighs if you have shorts on? Yeah, that's what I thought was going on, but that was wishful thinking. So my thighs are burning, but then I realized as I'm driving down the street, my back is burning. And my back is under clothes. So what's going on here? Then I drove further and further down the road. And as I did this, the insane burning sensation started radiating all over and kept getting worse and worse and worse. And I remember that little, oh, may cause a little sensation. So I'm like, oh, maybe this is the little sensation. But no, they were capping. Keep in mind, I followed the instructions to a T. That is the tiny bit of instructions that they do give you. And I kid you not, I literally was about to crash my car with how painful this burning sensation was. And I think it probably took like 4 hours for this sensation to completely go away. But it was so intense when I went into work because my job was only like 8 minutes away. So it was 8 minutes into applying this. And I was just like, hey, like to my coworkers and just like smiling through the pain. I don't know why I didn't just tell them like that burning skin. But it's like, that is pretty embarrassing. And with the sensation, I talked to customers, ran around and everything. And finally into the shift later on, it subsided. After that day, I told myself, Felicia, never again, do not ever do this. Throw that mess in the trash. But then because I spent $100, then I was like, oh, maybe I did something wrong. No, that wasn't even the worst of it. And you're probably thinking, okay, it was extremely painful, we get this, but did it work? Did it take your stretch marks away? No. No, it did not take my stretch marks away, and it never will. Obviously, it can't work after just one use, so that's not really how products work, and I understand that. But who in the right mind wants to endure that much pain for 28 days daily? Over 28 days, because they say every single day. They don't say use this for 28 days. They say the clinical, air quote, clinical trial did that. But they say do this every single day for the rest of your life. Nobody wants to do that. And I'm not enduring pain for months on end just to find out if it might work. I'm not gonna send myself to the ER just to see if the influencers are lying about the before and after pictures, because we all know that they are. We all know that in between those before and after pictures, they drank water, they worked out, they ate healthy, they lost weight, or if they didn't even do any of that, they just waited for stretch marks to naturally fade on their own. Which I wish I knew when I was young and naive, that you just wait and they go away. Not completely, but I also wish I knew that it's fine to have stretch marks. Scream it from the rooftops. It's not that serious. And I'm not trying to be insensitive if you have like insecurities about stretch marks, but please, please don't do any of this that I did. Please just love yourself, please. It's not, and the craziest thing about me is that I didn't even hate my stretch marks or not love myself. I was just being extra and like trying to see if this ridiculous product worked. Like I literally just like the packaging. Like if I'm being 100% honest, I literally just got this because of the packaging. Because when I was younger, I don't know why. I wasn't as like smart with products and like marketing as I am now. So if I just saw a pretty product, I was just like spending my money. And also with the influencers lying, they literally can just Photoshop those pictures. But now to continue my trauma dump, I have to continue this trauma dump because I want you guys to never try this. Don't have curiosity kill the cat, and don't take my video and just like be suckered into this company and be like, oh, I wonder if Felicia is like over dramatic. Don't try it. Don't try it. Please don't try it. It's like if I put my hand on a stove and then I tell you that it's hot, and then if you're like, oh yeah, we don't believe her, let's put our hands on the stove. Don't learn the hard way, please. I don't want you guys to be screaming in pain in your bathroom. But to continue, for context, the first time I used the products, I didn't really have like dark stretch marks or anything because I didn't even have a baby or like be pregnant ever. So it was just like the white stretch marks that happen with age naturally. And then the second time that I used these creams, it was actually after I gave birth, like a few months after. And I actually did have like black stretch marks. But like I said, if anybody has new fresh stretch marks and you're postpartum and you're in the newborn stage, please don't touch the stretch marks. Like you can use like normal lotions, oils, and creams just like as your normal skincare routine, but please don't go through insane lengths for like stretch marks, because come back in 2 years and see if they are not almost completely gone. Like the black stretch marks that are on my stomach and my sides, like my obliques, are completely gone, and like you have to look extremely hard to see them. Like I feel like within the last couple weeks they just like randomly went away, and it's because it's just like time will heal all wounds. So please don't buy this. But yeah, the second time I tried it, it was honestly all a blur because the newborn stage is just crazy. It's all blurry. Don't really remember a lot besides the baby. But clearly I was dumb and idiotic, because why would I try that again? And because it was such a blur time of my life, I don't really remember it that vividly. I just do remember the burning sensation. But you're in so much pain after giving birth that by comparison, it's like, okay, what's a little bit more pain? But don't try it though. And the reason why I was roped in the second time is because on TikTok, I all of a sudden started to get tons and tons of TikTok shop ads for MAELYS. And I already had the products. And maybe because I was on like pregnant TikTok, then my For You page was like putting me onto postpartum TikTok after the birth. So then I just started like getting all these postpartum TikToks. And then of course, MAELYS. Literally all the videos were like talking about how it's the best product they've ever used. And all the comments on the videos were all like, OMG girly, try the B flat and the B tight. No one can tell us that it doesn't work. But please be serious, because I genuinely can't understand why no one online is talking about the burning sensation. But I do understand it because it's clearly being wiped from the internet by the company. And if there are any comments on TikTok about the sensation, they talk about it like this little cutesy little it girl burning sensation. Like, oh my goodness, beauty is pain, sis. Like, no, it's not. Like, it's not a sensation. It's a radiating, intense, excruciating pain. Fire on your skin. I don't know how else I can hone this in. Fire. But let me collect myself. So me being Delulu, I was like, come on, Felicia, you already spent $100 on these expensive products. They're just collecting dust. Come on, don't be wasteful. Waste not, want not. And then I tried them again. But at the time, I really should have listened to the other TikToks that I was seeing that were saying that the black stretch marks actually give them confidence because they see what they have accomplished with the birth. So I really should have taken in that, just not the TikTok shop ads. Okay, now for the kicker of the story. The final time I ever used MAELYS. The worst time I've ever used MAELYS. And the reason why I will never, ever, mark my words, never say never, I'm saying it, will touch this trash ever again. So I was just completely dumb and ridiculous again, and curiosity killed the cat again, and I gave MAELYS one more try. 3 strikes, you're out, MAELYS. Oh wait, it's MAELYS, wait. Why am I caring about the, whatever. And you guys are probably thinking I'm really dumb for trying it a 3rd time, and I can't blame you because you're correct. And this time, I don't know why I never looked on Reddit before doing this, but I tried MAELYS after taking a shower, which unbeknownst to me was the worst thing you could ever do. If you're a skincare person and you've ever tried more intense chemically skincare products after taking a shower and felt the burn and sting and saw your skin turn bright red and you're like, oops, because your skin is so stripped of all the natural oils and protective barriers, and then you put like acid on your skin. You know where I'm going with this. So after my shower, I applied the products. 30 seconds later, I was literally screaming and crying into the void, and I finally understood how the Wicked Witch of the West felt when Dorothy dumped the water on her head, because I literally melted into the bathroom floor. And again, I wasn't trying to wake my husband and son up with my antics, so I jumped into the shower and took a freezing cold shower. The coldest, it couldn't even get any colder. I wanted to get ice raining from the shower head. And I used a ton of soap. Please get this off my body. And it maybe took 45 minutes for this to stop when the product was completely washed off. If my testimony won't de-influence you from MAELYS, I don't know what will. So please don't buy this. And not sponsored, but if you want something for like your skin, it obviously won't get rid of stretch marks because that's not scientific. But there's like this Trader Joe's thing, and it's like a yellow and orange bottle. I'll put like a picture of it on the screen. And then drink water. I don't know, just don't do MAELYS. Let me collect my feelings and emotions. Clearly you guys can tell that the thing that I can't stand most about MAELYS is that nobody is warning anybody about the burning, and they're just trying to make a quick buck off of influencer marketing, the company and the influencers. And I don't understand how you could sleep at night going on TikTok and telling postpartum people and people that are insecure about their bodies and people that are like maybe just turned like 18 and they're first getting stretch marks for the first time. You're literally just telling them to literally try this product just so you can get like a couple of dollars, because honestly, TikTok shop influencers, how much money could they possibly be making off this? And then you just know that they're burning their skin. Like, how could you sleep? And then of course the 15-month, 2-year apart before and after pictures that they just either Photoshop or just lie about, when it's literally their skin just over time healing itself, or maybe Pink Pepper Slim just inflamed it for the picture. And again, on these easy as 1, 2, 3 videos, then the comments are all extremely supportive and positive, and obviously any negative comments are immediately wiped away. And all the comments are probably bot comments like, yes girl, I tried this for 6 months and now I'm snatched. It's literally magic. After reading these next honest reviews and experiences, I have finally been validated, and I know that I am not alone, and I was never just being dramatic about how terrible and dangerous MAELYS is. Burns. I've never had this happen. My skin is not sensitive at all, but it made the skin that had the product on it burn like I was on fire, and my skin turned bright red. The redness lasted for almost 2 days. It burned so bad I cried. I sat in the shower trying to make it stop for over 30 minutes. Sounds like a lot like what happened to me. I don't know why this happened, but I am so upset. Just be careful, ladies. And here's another review. This makes me so nauseous, and I'm not even pregnant. I absolutely hate this cream. It was $50. By the way, each individual product is $50. It was $50, and every time I put it on, the heat sensation is terrible and makes me feel so nauseous and sick. No, I'm not pregnant. It's only when I use this cream. I just want my money back. I've used it only a few times in hopes it would change, but it doesn't. So not worth the hype they put out there. Smoky mirrors. Please do yourself a favor and just hit an extra set of squats at the gym. Kinda annoyed this didn't help at all. It just stung and hurt my body really, really bad. Never will buy again. And of course, getting rid of stretch marks and cellulite isn't as easy as just hitting a couple squats, but From experience, cellulite does go away if you put in that work at the gym. It takes a long time and you have to be like loving yourself in the process and patient. But seriously, when she said hit that extra set of squats, please just do that instead of this. And here's what Reddit users had to say about MAELYS. And if you want what's really going on, definitely go to Reddit. Of course, Reddit is probably crazy too, but if you want the truth, if you want the truth about like scams or like product companies or anything like that, like actual reviews, not MAELYS literally deleting comments, definitely go to Reddit. But they probably got to Reddit too because it was actually hard to find this. But here we go. B flat belly cream. Thoughts? It burns. It's not unbearable, but I was not prepared for it. I've had it on my belly and put some on my tush too for about 10 minutes and it keeps getting hotter. Beginning to think something is weird with this stuff. How is it that you cannot find one unbiased opinion / use info on this stuff? It's not like it just came on the market. Snake oil may be right, along with a slick marketing team that scrubs these sites in threads. I'm using it for the second day in a row and it burns so much that I'm sweating. I want it to work, so I'm trying it out, but it burns and itches a lot on my sides and not so much the front of my belly. Why does it burn like this? Is that it working? And I can also attest to this, that it itches also, I forgot to mention, it itches so badly. And that also makes the burning feel even worse. And for some reason, the B flat is really bad, but it's nothing like the one that's like for your thighs and everything, like the B tight. The B tight is way more painful. And that's not to say that you should try the B flat. Like, don't try any of them. But the B tight and the B perky or whatever, so bad. I just tried the one you put all over your body at night and it doesn't burn too much, but the smell is a lot, especially the next day. I shower at night, so I hate thinking I showered to put that on and smell, lol. But if it works, fine. Weird thing, both and only nights I've used it, I woke up sick to my stomach. I'm not saying it's the cause, I would sound ridiculous, lol. And I'm someone who has been sick a ton in my life, but I don't know, this was different. I'm sure it's nothing to do with it, but I wish I could find more reviews. And this is giving 2045 infomercial, you're entitled to compensation, because of course we cannot take this like for 100% fact. Obviously there could be other factors making her nauseous, but multiple people saying that this makes them nauseous. And yeah, the only time I got nauseous was when I was literally trying to throw up from pain because it was hurting so much. Also, I saw someone mention Amazon pics looking fake, and I kind of thought the same thing. Like some they looked better in the before, and most just look fake, lol. But I have no idea. Science. That burning feeling is mild skin irritation, and when skin is irritated on the surface, it appears smoother. But sadly, all of that is temporary. I just saw a commercial for this, and I was so excited because I thought I can fix my belly now without surgery. Yay! Then I go and Google it, and everything online says that the results are temporary, and if you stop using the B flat cream, your belly will go back to the way it was. That freaking sucks. I guess I won't be buying or trying. On a side note, I bought something from Bath & Body Works years ago called Mentha Body Cream. It's supposed to do the same thing as B flat, firm your cellulite. I would say I probably got the same results, and when I stopped using it, it came back. Same thing as you, I had a burning sensation after I put it on. The products make me so mad because they get your hopes up, take your money, get you stuck buying something every month so you can keep the results. Crepe Erase is the same marketing scam, and that Gold Bond stuff works just as good. I've even got caught up in that castor oil train. Never worked. Now I never even see anybody talking about castor oil on my TikTok or Snap anymore. You couldn't get away from it at all last year. I know I saw a commercial for castor oil just about every day at least once. They're gone with the wind now. I guess MAELYS is the new castor oil, but castor oil does have actual benefits, not getting rid of stretch marks, of course. Don't sleep on castor oil, but sleep on castor oil if you're talking about stretch marks. And don't use it if you're pregnant, by the way, that's extremely dangerous. Now with all of this crazy stretch mark talk, let's actually see if we can find some actual scientific information about stretch marks, how we can fade them, how we can't fade them, and everything that's actually not just nonsense. Like I mentioned, the number one thing you can do is wait for stretch marks to go away on their own and be patient. And please remember that they do not take away your beauty or value at all. But I know that it is a huge insecurity for tons of women and men as well. And many people are constantly searching for remedies. So here's what I found about stretch mark remedies. No sponsors, no lies, no gimmicks, no MAELYS. And this information is from American Academy of Dermatology.org. What exactly is a stretch mark? A stretch mark is a type of scar that develops when our skin stretches or shrinks quickly. The abrupt change causes the collagen and elastin, which support our skin, to rupture. As the skin heals, stretch marks appear. Not everyone develops these narrow bands on their skin. Fluctuating hormone levels seem to play a role. You may also have a higher risk if people in your family get stretch marks. If you develop stretch marks, you're more likely to do so during these times: growth spurts that happen in puberty, pregnancy, rapid weight loss or weight gain, and weight training when you have rapid muscle growth. Stretch marks fade with time, however, treatment may make them less noticeable more quickly. Applying a corticosteroid to your skin for a long time can also cause stretch marks. When stretch marks appear, they tend to be red, purple, pink, reddish brown, or dark brown, depending on your skin color. Early stretch marks may feel slightly raised and can be itchy. In time, the color fades and the narrow bands sink beneath your skin. If you run your finger over a mature stretch mark, you often feel a slight depression. What can get rid of stretch marks? Like any scar, stretch marks are permanent, but treatment may make them less noticeable. Treatment can also help alleviate the itch. If you're pregnant or breastfeeding, check with your doctor before treating stretch marks. Some products contain ingredients such as retinol that can harm your baby. Stretch mark creams, lotions, and gels. Researchers have studied many of the creams, lotions, and gels sold to treat stretch marks. While no one product seems to help all the time, and some don't seem to help at all, researchers have discovered some helpful hacks. If you want to try one of these creams, lotions, or gels to fade stretch marks, be sure to use the product on early stretch marks. Treatment seems to have little effect on mature stretch marks. Massage the product into your stretch marks. Taking time to massage the product gently into your skin may make it more effective. Apply the product every day for weeks. If you see results, they take weeks to appear. Home remedies. In studies, popular home remedies have not worked. Researchers found that none of the stretch marks faded when people massaged almond oil, cocoa butter, olive oil, or vitamin E oil into the stretch marks. Tanning cannot get rid of stretch marks. When you tan, stretch marks become more noticeable because they don't tan. Self-tanner. While tanning can make stretch marks more noticeable, a self-tanner can camouflage stretch marks, both early and mature ones. A self-tanner cannot get rid of stretch marks though. Prescription medicine you apply to your skin. In studies, 2 ingredients seem to offer some relief: hyaluronic acid and tretinoin. In 2 large studies, applying hyaluronic acid to early stretch marks made the stretch marks less noticeable. Tretinoin is a retinoid, which may also make early stretch marks less noticeable. In one study, people who applied this prescription cream every night for 24 weeks had less noticeable stretch marks. Those who didn't apply the cream saw their early stretch marks grow. Other studies have found similar results. Retinol, another type of retinoid, may also help fade early stretch marks. Dermatologists use the following procedures to make stretch marks less noticeable, but none of these can get rid of stretch marks: chemical peel, laser therapy, microdermabrasion, radiofrequency, and ultrasound. Can anything prevent stretch marks? Short answer, maybe. And with all of that information being said, if you're struggling right now with your self-image after getting these scars or stretch marks or cellulite or anything, please be patient and kind to yourself. And please try to speak positively to yourself. And remember that you are extremely amazing and you need to be proud of yourself, because whether it's from age or childbirth, you have gotten this far and you have accomplished so much in life, and I'm proud of you, and you should be proud of yourself.
This is your daily reminder that if you've had a baby, stretch marks are completely normal. I know you don't normally see them in my videos because normally it's good lighting, but I'm covered in them. And I remember saying after I first had a baby, I'm never gonna wear a crop top again. But who cares? Like, literally, who cares?
But let me know what you guys think about all of this MAELYS insanity and how you feel about MAELYS being one of the most popular products on the TikTok shop, targeted towards young women who are just insecure and going through a tough time. Thank you guys so much for watching, and leave a like on the video and subscribe if you made it this far in the video, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye guys.